Time is often referred to as the ultimate currency. In fact, it's the one resource that no amount of money can buy back. When you understand the true value of time, your approach to success and productivity changes drastically. Time is a non-renewable asset. Every minute you spend today is a minute you'll never get back. Successful people understand this deeply, which is why they treat their time with the utmost care. Imagine for a moment the average day of a billionaire like Elon Musk. Despite having enormous resources and business interests, Musk has a very structured routine that revolves around maximizing his productivity. This isn't just for the sake of getting more done. It's because he views his time as a limited and precious resource. If you were to ask successful individuals how they achieve their level of success, many would point to time management as one of the most critical aspects of their journey. The core idea here is simple. Time is more valuable than money. While money can be earned, borrowed, or invested, time waits for no one. Understanding this simple truth is the first step in learning how to manage time like a successful person. The way you organize your time will determine how much you can accomplish, how far you can go, and whether you will make the impact you desire. Time management is the bedrock of success. It is the difference between someone who achieves their goals and someone who lets life happen to them. You might have big dreams and grand ambitions, but if you don't know how to manage your time, those dreams will remain just that, dreams. Successful people have one thing in common. They make deliberate choices about how to spend their time. They recognize that time is limited and that in order to achieve anything of value, they must be purposeful with how they allocate their hours, days, and weeks. Consider the lives of people like Bill Gates or Tim Cook. Both are known for their incredibly disciplined schedules. Gates famously allocates specific times for deep work, and Cook is known for waking up at 4:30 a.m. to start his day. It's not that they have more time than anyone else, it's that they manage their time with an extraordinary level of intentionality. Effective time management isn't just about being busy, it's about being strategic. Being strategic with time means ensuring that your most important tasks take precedence and that distractions are minimized. Time management is what allows successful people to maintain a high level of productivity while ensuring they also have time for their families, health, and passions. Without time management, even the most talented individuals can find themselves overwhelmed and unproductive. There's a paradox that many people fail to see. While time is more valuable than money, the way we spend our time often doesn't reflect that value. In business, we often hear the phrase, time is money. But the reality is much deeper. Time is the foundation of everything you do. And without the right time management skills, even a fortune cannot buy you success. Think about the typical day of a successful entrepreneur. While others might spend hours trying to save a few dollars, the entrepreneur is thinking about how to maximize their hours. They understand that investing time in learning, focusing on high priority tasks, and building meaningful relationships will ultimately yield a much higher return than spending their time chasing short-term financial gains. The time versus money paradox also highlights the need to spend time on the activities that have the greatest long-term payoff. A person who invests their time in gaining new skills, building a network, or improving their health is investing in a future that will yield far greater rewards than a person who spends their days consumed by trivial tasks or immediate financial concerns. In the modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush for money and success. But without managing your time well, money will remain elusive. Successful individuals have learned to prioritize time over money. They understand that with the right time management strategies, money will follow. But time is something that can never be replaced. When most people think about their time, they tend to think in terms of the whole day. They plan tasks or goals for the morning, afternoon, or evening. But successful individuals take this a step further by thinking in terms of hours instead of days. They break their day down into blocks of time, with each hour being dedicated to a specific task, goal, or project. Why does this approach work so well? The reason lies in focus. When you only have 1 hour to complete a task, you're less likely to procrastinate or get distracted. You've set a clear boundary. This hour is for a specific task. By treating time as a series of focused hours, you set yourself up to achieve more. The concept of the 24-hour mentality is central to how successful people manage their time. This mentality is simple. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day, and it's up to you to decide how to use them. The 24-hour mentality involves approaching time with the understanding that it is a finite resource, and what you do with each of these hours can either move you closer to your goals or push you further away. Successful people, from Elon Musk to Oprah Winfrey, have embraced the reality that time is the great equalizer. While you may not have control over how much time you do have control over what you do with it. This mindset is crucial for achieving success. If you approach every day with an awareness of its limited nature, you're more likely to make intentional choices about how to spend your time. For example, Musk is famous for breaking his day down into 5-minute increments. While this may sound extreme, it's an illustration of the 24-hour mentality at work. He doesn't leave anything to chance. Every minute is accounted for, from meetings to personal time. The principle behind this is that time is too precious to waste. If you're not intentional with your time, it will slip away. By treating time as a limited resource, successful people also become experts in saying no to opportunities and distractions that don't align with their core goals. They recognize that not everything is worth their time, and they protect their hours fiercely. This attitude is liberating, as it enables them to focus on what matters most. The 24-hour mentality forces a sense of urgency, and urgency drives action. If you adopt this mindset, you'll find yourself approaching your day with greater focus and determination, knowing that every hour counts. One of the most common excuses people give for not accomplishing their goals is that there's simply not enough time. But this is a myth. The truth is, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, and it's not the amount of time we have, but how we use it that makes the difference. Successful individuals have learned to shift their mindset around time. Instead of thinking, I don't have enough time, they think, how can I make the most of the time I do have? This shift in thinking can be a game changer because it moves the focus from scarcity to abundance. When you believe that time is scarce, you're constantly operating from a place of stress, scrambling to fit everything into your schedule. On the other hand, when you shift your mindset to one of abundance understanding that you have the same 24 hours as anyone else you can, approach time with a sense of calm and control. You're more likely to focus on high priority tasks and make conscious choices about where your time goes. For instance, Tim Ferriss, author of The 4-Hour Workweek, is a prime example of someone who has mastered the mindset shift around time. Ferriss doesn't buy into the myth of not enough time. Instead, he advocates for life design, where you intentionally craft your life and time to maximize freedom, efficiency, and fulfillment. He encourages others to focus on tasks that generate the most impact while eliminating or delegating those that don't. This shift isn't just about time management, it's about empowerment. When you realize that you control your time, your productivity skyrockets. No longer are you waiting for time to magically appear. Instead, you take deliberate steps to make the most of every moment. Time awareness is a powerful tool that successful people use to maximize their productivity and efficiency. It's the practice of being acutely aware of how you spend every hour of your day and making conscious adjustments to improve. Successful individuals track their time with precision, often using various tools, techniques, and habits to ensure that no hour is wasted. One of the most common tools that successful people use is a time tracker. Time tracking apps like Toggle or Rescue Time allow individuals to record how they spend their time, breaking down hours into tasks and activities. By keeping track of how their time is spent, successful people are able to identify patterns and areas for improvement. For instance, if someone realizes they are spending an excessive amount of time on social media or emails, they can take steps to limit these distractions and refocus their time on more important activities. Take Richard Branson, for example. Branson is known for using a structured daily schedule. He tracks everything from meetings to family time, ensuring that he allocates sufficient time for high-priority activities. This awareness allows him to be consistently productive while maintaining a balance in other aspects of his life, such as fitness and personal growth. Beyond just tracking time, successful people are also skilled at optimizing it. They take time to review their schedules regularly, ensuring that every activity is aligned with their broader goals. The constant process. Time blocking is a powerful time management technique used by highly successful people to stay organized, maximize productivity, and accomplish their goals. At its core, time blocking involves setting aside specific blocks of time for specific tasks, ensuring that no hour of the day is wasted. Instead of leaving time unstructured, you assign tasks to designated periods throughout the day, creating a more disciplined and purposeful schedule. The key advantage of time blocking is that it eliminates decision fatigue. When you know exactly what you should be doing at any given moment, you don't waste time wondering what to focus on next. Everything has its place, and each task gets the attention it deserves. Take Elon Musk as a prime example. Musk is known for scheduling his day in 5-minute increments. He blocks out each hour of his day for specific activities, whether it's a meeting, deep work, or even time for meals and relaxation. This highly regimented approach ensures that he remains highly productive throughout the day and minimizes the chances of distractions or wasted time. Similarly, Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, advocates for time blocking to protect your focus and energy. Newport suggests scheduling long, uninterrupted blocks of time for deep work tasks that require concentration and thought, and reserving other parts of the day for more administrative tasks or less demanding activities. To implement time blocking in your own life, start by identifying the core activities that move you closer to your goals. Then, block off specific times during your day to work on them. Treat these time blocks as non-negotiable. If something urgent arises, you'll deal with it later, but for now, stay focused on the task at hand. Calendar mastery goes hand in hand with time blocking. By using a calendar to plan and manage your day, you can ensure that everything is accounted for, from work to personal time. Successful people often use digital calendars to schedule and review their time, allowing them to make adjustments on the fly and stay organized. With time blocking and calendar mastery, successful individuals can maximize their time, reduce distractions, and accomplish more than most people can in a day. The Eisenhower Matrix, named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, is a powerful tool for prioritizing tasks based on their urgency and importance. This matrix divides tasks into 4 quadrants. Quadrant the first, urgent and important. Tasks that must be done immediately, e.g., crises, deadlines. Quadrant the second, not urgent but important. Tasks that contribute to long-term goals, e.g., planning, personal development. Quadrant the third, urgent but not important. Tasks that demand attention but don't help you achieve your larger objectives, e.g., interruptions, minor requests. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. Tasks that are distractions and waste your time, e.g., excessive social media, aimless browsing. Successful individuals excel at distinguishing between urgent and important tasks. They understand that not all tasks require immediate action. For example, checking email may feel urgent, but if it's not important to your long-term goals, it should not take up significant time. The key to the Eisenhower Matrix is that the most successful people spend the majority of their time in quadrant the second. These are the important, non-urgent tasks that contribute to personal growth, strategy, and long-term success. Instead of reacting to every urgent email or call, quadrant 3, they proactively manage their time to focus on what truly matters. For example, Bill Gates uses the Eisenhower Matrix to prioritize his time and ensure that he spends it on high-impact activities like reading, thinking strategically, and working on the Microsoft projects that drive the company forward. Similarly, Sheryl Sandberg of Facebook famously prioritizes tasks that align with her values and long-term vision, which helps her stay focused on high-impact initiatives. To use the Eisenhower Matrix effectively, start by categorizing your tasks and focusing on completing those in quadrant 2. Schedule time for important but non-urgent tasks and eliminate or delegate less important ones. This approach ensures that you are spending your time on activities that have the greatest potential to contribute to your success. One of the most powerful ways to achieve your goals is by reverse engineering them. Reverse engineering involves working backward from the end result and mapping out the steps needed to get there. This approach allows you to break down a large, complex goal into manageable tasks and create a clear path to success. Successful people such as Elon Musk often use reverse engineering to plan their projects. For example, when Musk set out to create SpaceX, he didn't just think about launching rockets. Instead, he visualized the outcome he wanted: a functioning space company capable of launching reusable rockets. From that vision, reverse engineering works because it starts with the end result in mind. Rather than focusing solely on the process, it forces you to ask critical questions. What must happen for me to achieve this? What smaller steps are necessary for me to reach this goal? This level of strategic planning can dramatically increase your chances of success. Tim Ferriss also uses this approach to set clear goals. For instance, if he wants to achieve a fitness milestone, he breaks down the steps required, the type of exercise, the number of repetitions, and the timeline for achieving it. By working backward, he creates a clear path to the goal rather than relying on trial and error. To implement reverse engineering in your own life, start with your ultimate goal and work backward to identify every step required. Break it down into tasks and smaller milestones that you can track, and use these as your roadmap to success. One of the key habits of highly successful people is their ability to say no to opportunities, requests, and distractions that do not align with their goals or values. While it may seem counterintuitive, learning to say no is essential for managing time effectively and maintaining focus on what truly matters. Saying yes to everything may seem like the path to success: more meetings, more networking, more projects, but in reality, it leads to overcommitment, burnout, and scattered attention. Successful individuals, like Warren Buffett, understand that their time is limited, and therefore, they need to be strategic about how they spend it. Buffett has famously said that the key to his success is his ability to say no to almost everything. When you say yes to too many things, you spread yourself thin, diluting the time and energy you can give to your most important tasks. On the other hand, when you learn to say no, you protect your time for high-priority tasks that truly matter to your success. This also creates a sense of intentionality and clarity in your life. Instead of reacting to every request or opportunity, you proactively decide what aligns with your larger goals. Consider Steve Jobs. Jobs was known for his ability to focus on only a few key initiatives. During his tenure at Apple, he cut down on the number of products the company was making, deciding to focus on fewer but more impactful ones. This allowed Apple to pour all its resources into perfecting a handful of products, such as the iPhone, rather than spreading itself thin on lesser priorities. To practice the power of saying no, start by asking yourself, does this align with my goals? Does this serve my long-term vision? If the answer is no, be firm in your decision to decline. Knowing that saying no to something that doesn't matter is saying yes to something that does. While the pace of modern life encourages constant hustle and activity, successful individuals make a habit of slowing down to reflect on their progress, reassess their goals, and adjust their strategies. This time for reflection is crucial for continued growth and success. It allows people to step back from the day-to-day grind and gain a fresh perspective on their work, ensuring they remain on the right track. Reflection is a powerful tool for evaluating your decisions, learning from mistakes, and ensuring that your actions are aligned with your goals. Leaders like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett prioritize reflection in their daily routines. Buffett, for instance, sets aside time each day to think deeply and evaluate his investments. Gates does the same by taking time to read and reflect on what he's learned. This reflective practice allows them to stay focused and make informed decisions. Taking time to pause and review also helps successful people avoid burnout. Constant action without reflection can lead to fatigue, stress, and even making the wrong choices. By carving out time for reflection, you can ensure that your time is spent on activities that matter and that you're not just moving quickly without direction. Reflecting on your day or week can also help you identify areas where you're wasting time or where your efforts are falling short. It gives you the opportunity to adjust your strategies, optimize your approach, and get back on track. As Richard Branson puts it, I always take a step back and think about what I could have done differently and how I can do better next time. To incorporate reflection into your routine, set aside time at the end of each day or week to review what you've accomplished, what you've learned, and what you want to improve. This practice can lead to continuous improvement and keep you aligned with your long-term vision. Delegation is a cornerstone of effective time management for successful people. It allows them to focus on their highest priorities by entrusting other tasks to capable individuals. The power of delegation lies in recognizing that you should not do everything yourself. By giving others responsibility for specific tasks, you free up time to focus on strategic work, creativity, or leadership. Jeff Bezos is an excellent example of someone who leverages delegation to maximize his time. While Bezos has been involved in major decisions at Amazon, he has also built a team that is capable of making key decisions on his behalf. He trusts his team to handle day-to-day operations and tactical decisions so he can focus on long-term vision and innovation. This allows him to allocate his time to the areas where he can have the most impact, rather than getting bogged down in administrative details. Similarly, Richard Branson is known for delegating much of the operational work of his companies. He spends his time thinking about new opportunities and strategic moves while allowing his team to manage the day-to-day running of the Virgin Group. By delegating effectively, Branson can expand his business ventures and pursue new opportunities, knowing his team is in capable hands. Delegation isn't just about passing off work. It's about empowering others, trusting their capabilities, and creating a system where everyone works together toward a common goal. Successful people understand that they don't have to do everything themselves, and they seek out talented people who can contribute to their success. To delegate effectively, identify tasks that are not directly aligned with your core strengths or goals and find someone else who can take them on. This could be a colleague, a team member, or an assistant. Ensure that the person is well equipped to handle the responsibility and give them the necessary resources to succeed. In the fast-paced world of successful individuals, rest and recovery are often overlooked. However, the most successful people understand that rest is just as important as hard work when it comes to maximizing productivity and maintaining long-term success. High achievers know that consistent rest enables them to perform at their highest level, fostering creativity, focus, and energy. Rest is not only about sleep, but also about taking intentional breaks throughout the day. Jeff Bezos has emphasized the importance of sleep in his routine, stating that he ensures he gets 8 hours of sleep each night because it allows him to make better decisions and maintain clarity. Similarly, Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, is a staunch advocate for sleep and its impact on health, productivity, and decision-making. She even wrote a book, The Sleep Revolution, highlighting how important rest is for overall success. Successful people also engage in activities that help them recharge, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. Oprah Winfrey makes a point of scheduling time for her daily morning routine, which includes meditation and exercise. These activities allow her to clear her mind, maintain a sense of calm, and be physically energized for the challenges of the day. The key to effective rest is making it a non-negotiable part of your schedule. High achievers don't wait for the weekend or a vacation to rest. They build time for recovery into their daily routines, ensuring they can maintain peak performance over the long term. To incorporate rest into your routine, prioritize quality sleep and schedule breaks throughout the day. Don't feel guilty about taking time for self-care. In fact, it's an investment in your productivity and success. Rest is the fuel that allows you to work smarter, not harder. Many successful people attribute their achievements not to one big breakthrough, but to consistent incremental progress. The daily habits they practice, even if small, compound over time to create massive success. It's the power of consistency, ability to show up every day, take action, and keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps might be. Take James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, for example. Clear argues that habits, even tiny ones, are the foundation of long-term success. By focusing on making small improvements each day, you create momentum that builds over time. Clear explains that if you improve by just 1% each day, you will be 37 times better after 1 year. The key is showing up consistently, no matter how imperfect your efforts may seem. Another example is Michael Jordan. Despite being one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Jordan's success didn't come from occasional moments of brilliance. Instead, it was his relentless commitment to practice and improvement. He showed up to practice every day, working on his skills, even after achieving superstardom. His consistency made him stand out in the world of sports.